Shalom, all praises, glory, and honors to Yahweh Basham Yahushai, Bahasham, Racha, Hakwadash, and double honors to the apostles, and to the elders of great milestone, peace, and salutations to the elect. I am my brother Makulat, to the spirit and power of Yahweh Basham Mashiach Yahushai. I'm here to feed the elect, with this knowledge that is beneficial for us. So much more the day approaching as we are heading into World War III, where the mandatory implementation of the mark of the beast will be made, and we know what that is. That's the micro-C hip, or the charagma, or the charagma. That's waving over the heads of the people in today's day and age, where through fear tactics and what's this called again? That Hegelian dialectic, measures being taken right now, and it's safe to say that we are in the home stretch for salvation here in 2025, as the Allah Apostle Tahar, calls it, the hopeful year for our deliverance, man. And rightly so, because we have been hoping for years now. I myself, I came in the truth when I was 19 years of age, and the 15th of this month, January, I'm 34. So, I'm still a young man, but I was a young man when I came to the truth. And I can remember even the El Apostle Gabar's beard was black. No, that man's beard is white, The scripture says, "Greater is wisdom unto men." Even I myself is pushing out white beard. Forgive me for my little, off topic, thing, but the scripture says with stammering lips, we're gonna speak with these people, But anyway, this is Ezekiel chapter 21, starting at verse 8, and it reads, "Again the word of the Lord Yahweh Basham Yahshua came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? Should we be partying? Should we be enjoying ourselves? That was what mirth really is, to have a jolly good time. It says, it contemneth the rod of my son as every tree, and he had given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened, and it is furbished to give it into the hand of the slayer." And when we go back to Genesis, the 27th chapter, we know that Esau, Edom, he was the one that has been blessed with the sword. He is the one that uses the sword all over the world to push his policies on different nations, man. We know that for a fact. That's not what should we say? That's not or should I say that's common knowledge? Especially the people that's living in the so-called Middle East, they would know that firsthand, right? It says, so he is a slayer, right? Verse 12, "Cry and howl, son of man, for it shall be upon my people." Let me read it again. It says, "Cry and howl, son of man, for it shall be upon my people. It shall be upon all the princes of Israel. Terrors by reason of the sword shall be upon my people. Smite therefore upon thy thigh, because it is a trial. And what if the sword contemneth even the rod? It shall be no more, saith the Lord." So our job description is to prophesy of this sword. And a part of doing that is to watch for current events, videos, articles, stuff like that, and report on it, as I have an article right here, dated January 7th, 2025, from Tamayas Arbahian. When I was going to school back then, they said that the letter thingy over the A pronounced as E or something like that in Spanish. So it's Tamayas if I'm calling it correctly. I'm not good with Spanish, man. You have to ask like El Apostle Rahim Lab, He speak that Spanish fluently. I don't know one thing about Spanish, man. But anyway. And this article reads, and it says the European conservative.com, and Lord's willing I'm gonna put this in the description box. I won't read all of it, but we're gonna get a couple of paragraphs from it so you can read it on your own. It says government report, Israel must get ready for a war with Turkey. Right? Now it says Israel must prepare for a direct confrontation with Turkey and its proxies, according to a government commission report on updating the country's defense budget and security strategy presented on Monday, January 6th. The report was unveiled by the so-called Nagel Committee, a group of security and defense officials established by the Netanyahu government and headed by former National Security Council Chief Jacob Nagel. Apart from Iran, the document identifies Turkey as the newest threat to Israel's geopolitical interests in the Middle East and warns that Ankara's ambitions to restore its Ottoman Empire era influence could lead to heightened tensions and possibly even to war. Now, based off what we have seen with the whole Assad government has been taken down, I'm not the brother that's going to be quick to speak on it. Like, I like to pull information. You have other brothers like Ella Rakayakwam and Ariala. Basically, they have the Heavenly Father that blessed them with evil Ella Shapar here. The Lord that blessed them with what should I say, high wisdom where this war is concerned. I love prophecy. I get down in scriptures, but when things are happening, these brothers have the perfect acumen, like to get into it. So sometimes, I have some, some ideas, and when the brothers jump in it, I say, oh, that makes sense, because, I was thinking that that did make sense to me, so now they have clarified whatever. But, upon my speculation, if that's the word, or my research, when they had took down the Assad government, so-called, and basically on the news there was flirting, Turkey took down Syria, and I was like, that doesn't make no sense. That doesn't make any sense, because remember, Turkey was, what's his name again? Erdogan was all about, my Muslim brothers and so how is it that, and upon reason with brothers and whatever, I have come to the understanding that, well, this is my opinion, don't say GMS teaches this, whatever. This is my opinion. It would have looked as if that Russia had played a chess move on the West and the Israeli state by having Assad stepping down and have Turkey taking over from the Assad government. Because what will happen now is going to be, because remember, NATO is in the Turkey is a part of NATO. So if Israel is to attack Turkey, what will the rest of NATO country do? Which goes to show that they are divided, man. This is chess movement from Yahweh Bashem Mashiach Yahushai, man. This is chess move, which ultimately they're gonna have to go at it. At some way or somehow, they're gonna have to go at it. Going back into the article, and it says, apart from Iran, the document identifies Turkey as the newest threat to Israel's geopolitical interests in the Middle East and warns that Ankara's ambitions to restore its Ottoman-era influence could lead to heightened tensions and possibly even to war. The threat from Syria could evolve into something even more dangerous than the Iranian threat. It says the Nagel report states while explaining that Turkish-backed proxies in Syria and beyond would likely fuel region instability in coming years. The general recommendation of the report is to shift the entire Israeli defense establishment, including its budget and resources, from the current deterrence and defense posture to a much more proactive and preventative attack posture, the Jerusalem Post summarized. Now, what scripture came to mind? The scripture that came to mind right here is Joel the 2nd chapter, man. Or Joel the 3rd chapter. Yeah? Joel 3 verse 9, if I'm not mistaken. See, because no, see, the spending has to go even further. We have to go back to the draft board. Turkey is now involved. But remember, Turkey is not a walkover army. Turkey, if I'm not mistaken, have like one of the largest, if not the largest, army in NATO in Europe. Not America. America is not in Europe, but in Europe, what you call Europe, up there in the north part, Turkey have a massive army. Plus, Turkey, remember what happened with that earthquake that took place 2 years ago or early last year? It's that it was reported that it estimated 36,000 people died in that earthquake. Turkey haven't forgotten about that. So you see where we're heading now, right? It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good, right? But for us, it's looking good. So the scripture that came to mind, Joel 3 verse 9, it says, "Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears, let the weak say, I am strong." So now the investment is not for agriculture anymore. The investment is in weaponry. Times upon times we bring up these scriptures, and someone might say get something new. Well, there's no new scripture. Is what was given for us to report. That's what we're reporting, because now we are clearly seeing these things happening right before our eyes. So it's our duty, being the prophets, to report on these things. You understand? So that's where the interest is now. The interest is to secure borders, to secure resources, and to destabilize countries and what should I say? To take over, to set up new policies, to bring forth new governance, and keep the American hegemony, or the people that the 1948ers that would seem to be the people of God. These are what they're into, or to keep that afloat. And they're going to use the blessing, the sword, which they have been blessed with by the Lord, which is Isaac. Which Isaac is Yahushai, if you can receive it. So they're trying to use that blessing now to its effect, to the best of the ability, Salakia, to receive a new world order, a new change, different level of government, which they're gonna have trouble in accomplishing that still. But anyway, verse 10, and it reads back in Joel 3 verse 10, it says, "Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears, let the weak say I'm strong." Turkey Hey, Erdogan is a man that is willing to show that he has power. You can see it, especially due to the fact that he has the backing of Russia. Iran, you call it Iran, some people say it's not Iran, it's Iran, some people say it's not Iran, it's Iran. Persia, yeah, because they are the Persians. Persia, they themselves showing themselves to be strong. China, showing themselves to be strong. Russia, another strong power. Oh, Libya, yeah, Libya is showing themselves that, look, we don't need America in our country. It was, I think it was 2023 that, no, it's not Lagos. It was Niger was telling the Americans to leave our country. Leave our country. We work with Russia. So it's from one devil to another. But it goes to show that the weak is now saying that they are strong, because in the time of Sons Bush, when that man, hey, the Twin Towers, when the war on terror started, man, nations was trembling before the American military. Fast forward in 2025, it's not so. They have shown to be weak as the mindset of the men that they have ruling the American empire, that believe in the changing of kinds, which incorporated all sort of madness in the military. Know that they are a general that was born with white, dominant white chromosomes, is now looking like the other type. Weak, pathetic, they have become. Right? So the countries like Iran that was looked at as being weak, they are now saying that they are strong. Right? It says, verse 11 says, assemble yourselves and come all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about thither, cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be awakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. So if you notice where all them troops is going, they're going over there in the so-called Middle East, man. Yeah? Which Ella Malcolm always tell you that is Western Asia. So let's say we are gonna use the right terms, and we're gonna say Middle East for edification, see what is Western Asia. You understand? So that's where these militaries, they are going over that side. Or the other day we say they're feeding the American military steak and lobster. And if you know what that means, right? It says verse 13, put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. Multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord Yahweh Shemashah is near in the valley of decision. Right? So that's where the epicenter of this war is gonna fight. Over there in the Middle East. Now, let's go back into the article again. Where was I? Alright, so it says the general recommendation of the report is to shift the entire Israeli defense establishment, including its budget and resources, from the current deterrence and defense posture to a much more proactive and preventative attack posture. The Jerusalem Post summarized. In numbers, Nagel said that this shift would involve splitting defense resources in a 70-30% attack versus 30% defense balance, in order to counter President Erdogan's imperial vision as well as other threats in the region. The report called for drastically increasing the defense budget by at least 9 to 15 billion new Israeli shekel NIS. Right? 2.48 to 4.13 billion annual over the next 5 years, and continuing raising it even after 2030, but at a gradual reduced rate. See, I think I can leave it there. We are witnessing fundamental changes in the Middle East. Iran has a lot. Hold on, let me just come down a little bit more. It says the committee submitted these recommendations along with a comprehensive geopolitical strategy for countering new regional threats to Israeli PM Benjamin Netanyahu, Defense Minister Israel Katz, and Finance Minister Bezalel Smotrich on Monday. The Prime Minister, for one, appears to be fully supportive of implementing these recommendations, including shifting to a more offensive security approach, which is going to take more money, and dealing with emerging threats such as Turkey. So that's why I read Joel the 3rd chapter. So the aim or the objective now is to finance the military, spend more money, more weaponry. They're going to have to be funded by the US even more and stuff like that. This is where we are in prophecy. See, we're on the home stretch of salvation right now. You best believe that. And if you can't see that, then something is wrong. Right? And it reads, it says, however, it's unclear how Israeli allies, especially United States, would react if the tensions between Tel Aviv and Ankara, two traditional US allies, would flare up. Turkey's geopolitical interests might conflict with Israel's, but it's still a NATO member, which Israel is not. The situation, therefore, is shaping up to be one more tricky puzzle for President Trump to solve once he's in office. And I'm going to tell you this, man. Trump won't save you, man. Trump cannot save you any at all. And guess what's going to happen? When Israel continue to flare up and go all out with Iran, he's going to have to defend. He's going to have to defend them gutter rats, man. He's gonna try to not be in conflict with Russia, but these countries are in league with Russia. Yeah, they are in league with Russia, man. 1 second. EZ. Why is it that this thing it's not? Why? Oh, it's going EVE. Ezekiel 30 chapter, cause this is where we are in prophecy right now. Right? Ezekiel 38 verse 1, and the word of the Lord Yahweh Shemashah came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against him, and say, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Shemashah, Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thine army, horses and horsemen. And don't look out for actual men and horses, right? It's speaking about battle tanks and Humvees or whatever you want to call stuff like that. You know, ready for that war. It says all of them clothed with all sorts of armors, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. Persia, Iran, Ethiopia, and Libya with them. And Libya is in the news now saying that they want Russia down there. It says all of them with shield and helmet. Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togarmah of the North Quarter. Right, so Turkey, yeah, that's Turkey for you, man. It says, and all his bands and many people with thee, be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. Right, so to Russia Russia is going to be a guard unto these countries. As I was saying earlier in the lesson, I was thinking about it. I was saying it would seem as if Russia told Assad to step back, because as far as what I understand, watching and brothers can correct me if I'm wrong, watching the news for years now, it would have seemed to me that the people in Syria, for the mass majority of them, accepted Assad to be their president, their ruler. They like his method of rulership. But how the West stay with their media, they're going to publicize something that's different. So, in my opinion, as I was saying, I strongly believe, I can be wrong, that was done by Putin and his men, to get Turkey down there to set up shop, seeing that these countries like Israel continuously pounding Turkey, Syria, pounding Syria constantly. So now the gears of war has been changed by saying, oh, let's put Turkey down there. Turkey, you're in charge. Let's see what they're gonna do now. So now that they have to prop up and say, oh, we're gonna have to spend more money doing this and more money doing that. So you have to stay on your A game in prophecy, man, because these things gonna happen, and you're gonna get caught behind if your eyes ain't keen, to these things that are taking place right now. Alright, so he says, verse 8, it says, after many days thou shalt be visited, in the latter years thou shalt come into the land that is brought back from the sword, which is Israel, and it is gathered out of many people against the mountains of Israel, which have been always waste, but it is brought forth out of the nations, and they shall dwell safely, all of them. So the point is here, Russia is a guard that will be a guard unto even Turkey. So, this is where we're at in prophecy right now. And don't sleep, man. Don't sleep. Keep the eyes open for more things will reveal. Will happen very soon. Very, very soon. Because we see what 2025 started off. Fires and shit. There's a famine in Palestine, and the Palestinians they are facing famine and stuff. And these things are prophesied, man. So just remember, pray the Yahweh Hashem Yahshua every day, and hope